For starters, people had to kick me from those matches. People are gonna kick me out for some stupid reason, like voice chatting. They think I'm an annoying kid, so they had to kick me out eventually.
Well, man, I'm sympathizing with you here. I was 11. I played TF2, and I feel your pain. I know what it feels like. I think really what it boils down to is Valve is kind of a lazy company, especially when it comes to stuff like Team Fortress 2. So I think what it needs is time. I think in order for these people to be banned, I think if they keep up their behavior, it'll happen eventually. You can't always expect immediate results for this stuff. And for you, like, you just gotta keep pushing on through. If people call you an annoying kid, don't let that bring you down. You can't let that get you down, you know?
Yeah, thanks. So let me tell you something. You know, like, Valve has to really go down. Like, Valve is one of the most best companies. They made TF2, they made Counter-Strike. But they were really small on bullying and toxicity. Like, I know they're big on cheating or something, but they were never really big on toxicity. I don't care if people are toxic or whatever.
Well, it's not as much as that they don't, like, care that those... I get that. I think Valve recognizes that there is a lot of toxic people using its service, and because Valve is such a big service, it's so insanely difficult to moderate all of the toxic people out of it. And so usually what it takes time. It takes repetitive behavior like that in order to establish Valve doing something about it. And it's an unfortunate system, but it's about the fairest we can get without unfairly banning people who don't want to be banned or don't need to be banned.
Like, I made a message to Valve saying that they are toxic players and that they really should add a system where they would ban toxic people, you know, so that people would feel safe with all those toxic people. For example, someone is a friendly, you know, and now sometimes people just call him a bitch.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Now that Hoovy, he just made a message, but Gabe Newell, the CEO of Valve, never listened.
I know, it's a hard system to balance. I completely understand that. I moderate a couple forums on animation. It's really difficult to keep up with all that stuff.
I think Epic Games, you know, those guys who made Fortnite.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think...
I tried reporting people, but they never listened.
And that's the problem, is that it's like, in the short term, it's really hard to ban people who are being toxic. Frankly, it's such a hard system to make. I have to give Valve a little bit of credit in the way they do it now, and the fact that I don't know too many people who get unfairly backbanned. And I think it's just a reality. It's a sucky reality. No one wants to accept the fact that toxic players get to get away with what they do, but it's a reality that I think a lot of people have to accept, and that's unfortunate.
I'm trying to redeem myself, but it's just nothing, dude. I try to be honest about it. Like, people doesn't trust me. Like, they don't believe me what I'm saying anymore.
I know, it's such a, like...
People these days, they just never leave me alone.
Yeah, no, I understand. I was 11 when I played TF2. I used voice chat, and I always got called out for being a 9-year-old. It's a dark place, man. I understand where you're at right now. It's just something you gotta push through. You just can't let those people get to you.
Like, it's the same thing for me in real life. Like I have faced many hardships.
Yeah, no, I know it sucks. I don't know what you go through in real life. I couldn't possibly begin to understand that, but just from where my realm and your realm of experience overlap, I can tell you it's a rough place to be.
The enemy has taken our
Like I have learned a new talent. Like I have a talent.
The enemy has dropped.
Oh yeah, what's that?
The enemy has taken
Like I've learned English ever since first grade.
Yeah, that's right. That is impressive. You do have a very good grasp on English. I'll give you that much.
Like I do have a good grasp, but in fourth grade it really changed. People now dislike me for my skill.
Intelligence.
I know it's a really impressive skill too. So, you know, frankly, I think that's something that like you can't look at only the people who don't appreciate you for that skill. You can't look at those people and judge your worth on those people. You have to look at the people who do appreciate you for that skill. And frankly, I think the fact you started that in first grade, I think that's incredible. I think that your grasp on the English language, it's very fluent. I can understand everything you're saying without grammatical error. I think that you have an incredibly impressive skill a lot of people don't get to tout. And you just can't look at the haters, man. You can't look at them and you figure out who you are by them. You gotta look at the people who love you and appreciate you.
Our intelligence has returned to our base.
Like CJ said, this server is now a therapy center.
Frank, I get that, but like, I just hate to hear this about you, man. I do appreciate you. I love you, man. Love you like a brother. I've only known you for like half an hour or so, but like, it's been a wonderful half an hour.
Thanks, man. Like, I've met toxic people before, but this is my first time in TF2 meeting someone very nice like you.
Oh man, I really appreciate it. Man, like, I hate to hear you've had so much toxic experiences on TF2, and I get how many people there are out there like that. But I'm so happy I got to find you and give you a positive experience, because there's so many awesome people on Team Fortress 2 still. And Team Fortress 2 is still such an awesome game, so you just got to push past those toxic people and see the game for what it really is. Pretty awesome.
Like, can I just ask you something?
Oh yeah, sure.
Like, could you add me on your friends list? Like,
I already did, dude.
The enemy
oh, thank you. That would really help. Like sometimes in TF2, I met neutral people. I've met some people, like, they gave no BS. Like, they gave nothing. They just went on and played the game without really communicating that much. They just chat with their binds.
Yeah, I think that's the majority of people.
So yeah, that's really it for my life experience when I was in first grade and fourth grade. Like how I shared by people. I never really care.
Well, frankly, I'm always here for you. Anytime I already added you to my friends list, you add me, I'm always here. Reach out whenever you need. I'm happy.
Yeah, thanks, dude. Oh yeah, I have to go. Like, I'll be back.
All right, Diablo. It was a wonderful time chatting with you.